As I mentioned in the previous video, I was feeling like I was doing well. I felt that I was on the mend, or a feeling that I haven't had since the beginning of this illness. That there was sorry, I'll rephrase. I have the feeling that I'm on top of. When I first was diagnosed, I felt that I was in a free fall, that there was always something new, unpleasant coming up. It was my walking, it was my hand, it was my numbness, it was my fatigue, it was my brain fog, it was, just a tremendous amount of different symptoms just popping out. But now, for the first time, started this week, I had the feeling that, yes, that I can feel that something going well. But as soon as I said that and posted that video, I had the feeling that, or now, I've had the feeling that stuff is really not going well. And it's been 2 trips. We went first to Gigante, and we bought plants for our backyard and some fence. And that just walking around that store, and that made me for the rest of the day feel horrible. And then yesterday, what did we do yesterday? I can't even remember. Or was that yesterday? But I just feeling horrible. And then I was stupid enough last night, there was the people over maybe 30 will remember a Sean Connery movie called The Hunt for the Red October. And I was stupid enough to watch it, and it lasted, and then do it now. And then I was awake already about 8 o'clock, and then I forced myself to try and sleep, but I couldn't. I have a headache right behind my left eye. Man, very unpleasant. Kitchen, I haven't heard anything. It isn't finished. We're still missing a drawer, the door for the refrigerator, and then we're missing hinges for one of the cupboards. It opens up in the wrong direction. So when the oven's in the middle, the doors are supposed to open up so that, it's open towards the oven. And from the both sides, the door should open like this. But now we have a situation where one of the doors opens up, so they're hinges. But I guess it belongs to this illness that things go up and down. But the weirdest thing is that that when this period of going down comes, it's all encompassing. That maybe I'm starting to learn, but what happens is that you believe that this is it. This is my life now. I'm done. This is it. But it isn't. Most likely. Hopefully we'll have an upswing, and then I'll feel good. And yeah, I was thinking about this. That being spiritual here is what I did. I watched a video about the Mouseketeers. I can't remember the lady's name. She had an Italian name, but she was selected as a Mouseketeer, and she was in beach films, dancing around in her bikini, but she had MS, and her condition, it was quite horrible. She had to be fed and taken care of constantly. And I always wonder when I look at these, is what did they do to actually manage the disease? I know that her husband, he actually talked a lot what they did, and one of the things that they did was CCSVI, and he believed that she gained from this. That there was life in her, but her MS was progressed so far that her arm was twisted against her chest, and I think she couldn't even straighten her legs. So she was in this weird crippled state, and saliva had to be sucked out of her mouth that she wouldn't drown. And these are the horror stories of what this disease does. But yeah, back to the spiritual thing. I'm not sure, but I think that I was kind of nudged in that, or given the idea that you're watching people that have it very bad, it is not good for your faith. God is our healer, and watching stuff that communicates that you're gonna die, you're gonna be disabled, you're gonna be in a wheelchair, you need to be taken care of 24/7, and I think those are not the things that you're supposed to be watching. So now especially the pieces made by mainstream media, if it's an ABC, NBC, whatever report about MS, you know that it's only doom and gloom. They never have these, how do I say, positive patient stories. They always have these negative horror stories, and they seem to pick out the worst ones. And I need to stop watching.
Back on the ground again.
Today has been a better day. I was feeling horrid for the past 2 or 3 days. It might be to do with alcohol consumption, but don't know. I'm not gonna say anything definite on that. But yeah, I've been thinking about this fujitsu thing. That now I'm doing 70%. So basically, the first week of the month I'll do a full week or 4-day week. But then the last 3 weeks they are only 3 working days. I've had about 3-4 days of Scottish water. I talked to them on the phone, but I did not get to go. But yeah, that would have been a nice change for a working trip. I'm noticing that I'm now converting the videos. I would say that I'm converting 7 videos a week, and then I'm maybe producing or creating 1 new. But I'm looking at the old stuff, and there are nuggets of truth there. I'm not saying that, but it's clearly an evolving thing that some of the stuff that I say, spot on, yes, this is exactly as I think now, but then on the other hand, I'm like, no, How can I ever have thought like that? That's absolutely absolutely crazy thinking like that. So I'm thinking that at one point I need to come up with a definite, this is what I think now. And this juicer thing, after this doctor, let me see. Now I'll get his name. The guy's name is John Bergman. So John Bergman. Berg in Swedish, I think, is a mountain, and man is a man. So this would be a mountain man. He is a very big guy, but don't know. Maybe I'm going too far. Maybe it's a German name. But yeah, this juicing and blending thing is the latest thing. But MS is circular. It's to do with your blood circulation. But what is the remedy to it? And that's the interesting thing. Be it CCSVI or this juicer thing, this Bergman seems to think that when you put these juiced beetroot and all of this into your system, this is what will actually cleanse your veins. And this will give you good blood flow. Don't know about that. Jesus Christ gives my blood flow in my life. I live, move, and have my being in Him, and He is my King.
But
Amen.
you're my Savior.